Hello there, fellow Wastelanders. It's Wasteland LeeMan here. When you've been out there in the wasteland as long as I have, you've seen just about everything. But I bet you guys have never seen a rich man that has a fetish for ghouls that dressed up like cowboys, or some sick fuck that has a fetish to have sex with robots. Well, if you don't believe me, I'm here to tell you a story. The name of this story is Wang Dang Atomic Tango. See, one day I was roaming around in Freeside and decided to go get a drink at the Atomic Wrangler and talk to James Garrett. Hey buddy, you have any work that needs to be done?
We've got the basics covered, but now you mention it, we have had unusual requests from some of our wealthier customers. If you can recruit escorts to match these customers' proclivities, I'd be willing to pay you finder's fees.
What sort of proclivities are we talking about?
Our wealthiest client has a thing for ghouls and a thing for cowboys. He wants an escort who can satisfy both fetishes. Plenty of customers have said they'd be willing to pay extra for a suave talker, someone who can fake the boyfriend experience real good. And then there's these disgusting robot fetishists you may have heard about. Well, those creeps want a sexbot. If you ever run across a sexbot, not that I'd ever want one within 100 feet of me, but I gotta be a businessman about it.
Oh hey man, I totally understand, no judgment here. If I run across any suitable candidates, you'll be the first to know.
Just direct them to the Wrangler. I'll pay you when they show up.
So with that, I just happen to know a ghoul there in
Howdy.
Freeside at the old Mormon fort.
They already have that pig McCaffrey working for them. Do they need another guard?
This would be an escort.
I've escorted my share of idiot tourists around Freeside. Too much trouble for what it pays.
When I say escort, I mean prostitute.
I'm all boot, knives, and leather, friend. And a ghoul besides. What kind of weirdo wants what I've got?
Well, it turns out there's a customer looking for someone exactly like you.
Weirdos into bullwhips and necrosis, huh? Doesn't sound half bad. What am I thinking? I'm no whore. And I ain't about to hand my ass over to some penny ante hustler like he owns me.
Well, you'd be an independent, you know, with a deep discount on the booze maybe.
They do have a damn good selection of hooch over at the Wrangler. If I get to choose my customers, if I get to be a little rough with them, if my cut is fair, and if I get that discount, that just might work. Tell the Garretts I'll stop by to work out terms.
Perfect, I'll let them know.
Talent, I'll start
Alright,
visiting
so
the
one
Wrangler
down,
more
two to
often.
go. So next we want to tackle that Sexbot.
Take
So
a
I
gander.
went to Mick and Ralph's, and Ralph said that if I came back in a few days, he can make a holotape for a robot, so we can program the robot to be a sex slave. So I came back in a few days, and this is what he said. Hey, yo, Ralph, you got that holotape ready yet, bro?
Here you go. You'll need to use a terminal to upload the data to the robot.
So word on the street is there's some robot factory around here in Freeside. So this is me coming out of the Mormon fort, going down the street on the right, and we're gonna go to this factory hidden back here, and hopefully we're gonna find us a robot that we could program with this holotape and fulfill that Sexbot order. Alright, so here's the entrance, so let's give it a shot, see what we find. So this place isn't even that big, it's like one big square, and we found this terminal back here with some robots. I think we found exactly what we wanted.
Fully integrated security technotronic officer active and reporting for duty.
That's a mouthful, let's shorten that.
Yes, ma'am. Fisto reporting for duty. Please assume the position.
I guess I should test you out before I hand you over to the Garretts.
Servos active. Operation complete. Thank you for your business.
Is that all you got, robot?
I will require a hardware and software upgrade to offer enhanced services.
Report to the Atomic Wrangler. James Garrett is your new owner.
Yes, ma'am.
So I was quite proud of myself for accomplishing this, so I decided to go tell James Garrett the good news.
You did? Ha, damn! I've been looking for one of those for years. For my customers, I mean, I'm not into that kind of shit.
Fisto is already programmed to respond to your commands.
It is? It will? My god, imagine the possibilities. It didn't happen to come with an owner's manual, did it? Ah, forget it. Trial and error should do
Oh,
it.
and by the way, I actually found you a ghoul who's also a cowboy, like you asked for.
Imagine that! What's his name and when's he start?
Her name is Beatrix.
A she, huh? Well, I guess the customer who made that request can't get everything he wants. Hell, who knows? He might not even notice the difference.
So with that, we only have one more request to fulfill, and that's the smooth talker who could be found right at the gate when you're about to get into the strip.
You look new to Freeside, so here's a little advice, friend. Don't go past the Southgate greeter without talking to it first. The name's Old Ben. I've been living in Freeside since the day I was born. They're hot items.
So as you progress in the conversation with him, you find out that he used to already be an escort.
Well, I suppose you could look at it that way, but I was packing a whole different kind of heat. No, escort just sounds better than man-whore. Yep, I was damn good at my job too. But after a while, I just felt like a piece of meat and had to quit.
How would you like to work for the Garretts?
I'm retired, but life has been a bit dull without some kind of action. What's the job?
The Garretts need your escort services.
Ah, I get you. So you think because of my past escort work, I'd be interested in that kind of thing. I got out of that work because it just made me feel empty inside. What makes you think I would ever go back to that degradation?
Benny, you're looking at it all wrong, brother. You give your clients the precious respite from the ills of this world. They need you, man.
I never put much thought into the well-being my clients got out of my services. I suppose they only get as much as I put into it. Tell Garrett I'd be happy to start at the Wrangler immediately. This should be a nice change of pace from retirement.
Hey.
You made a run on the tops, huh? Admirable work, but don't try that crap in Freeside.
Alright, but I got your smooth talker.
And who would that be?
Old Ben.
I've heard some stories of that old guy. I'm amazed he's still alive with how much he's been through. If the stories are true, he'll be a valuable commodity here at the Wrangler. I appreciate the find. Looks like that gives us a full roster of new ass to sell. Good work. Enjoy the bonus.
And that's my Wang Dang Atomic Tango story. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And remember, the Wasteland is a wild place. So don't ever be too shocked if you walk into a bar and sit down next to a dominatrix ghoul in a cowboy getup.
Howdy. Then you'll need to get a room first, sweetie. You're gonna want the privacy.